The boardroom on the 40th floor was a glacier, all cold glass, steel, and silent judgment. My family shuffled in, not as my relatives, but as defendants. My father, Robert, couldn't meet my eyes. My mother, Diana, wore a mask of wounded pride, and Chloe looked like she'd just swallowed poison. William Thompson, my grandfather's lawyer, stood like a stoic sentinel. "We are here to discuss the Vance Family Revocable Trust," he began, his voice echoing in the tense silence. He laid out the documents one by one. The commercial real estate portfolio they'd partied in, the investment accounts they'd treated as a personal slush fund, the house they called their own. "All assets," Thompson stated, "are held in a discretionary trust. The sole trustee is Elara Vance." My mother's composure shattered. "That's our home," she shrieked. Thompson didn't blink. "Technically, Mrs. Vance, you are a tenant at will. Miss Vance can initiate eviction proceedings if she chooses." Then came the freeze. With a few keystrokes on my laptop, I turned their privileged lives to stone. I watched in real time as my mother pulled out her phone, her face draining of all color as she saw the words, "Access denied" on her banking app. My father's credit card was declined when he tried to buy a coffee right there in the room. The shock was a physical force. This wasn't a tantrum. This was a systemic takeover. I had become the architect of their new, stark reality. And the blueprint had been drawn in my grandfather's steady hand 3 years ago from his deathbed.